So with only a few days left for ToyotaFest, there's a lot I still need to do with the Supra. I have a hatch visor that I got in December that I still haven't installed. I have my Brembo brake kit that I made a video on rebuilding and repainting and all this stuff on it like a year ago. I'm not exactly sure when I did it, but I have a video for that, so I'll put the link up for you guys to check out. But yeah, there's a lot I still need to do in order to get the Supra show ready. So today we're gonna focus mainly on installing or trying to install the Brembo brakes for the rear. I've been having the parts for a cool minute now. I've been having the rotor. So my biggest issue with those rotors that I have for the big brake kit is that I was never able to get the center hub bored out. So today I'm gonna be attempting to bore out the center hub on my rotors myself using a step bit and a drill press. So hopefully everything works out good and we're able to get those rotors mounted and the calipers mounted, and we finally have a full Brembo brake kit. I also have the hatch visor, but that one should be just a quick simple install, so that one shouldn't be that big of an issue. So I started setting up the drill press just to find out that it's not gonna work with the drill press I was lent. Drill press is a little too small, so it's not able to sit center with the hub of the rotor. So I'm gonna go to a local parts shop. They usually do resurfacing for rotors. They have a drill press I already called, and I'm gonna see if they're able to use my drill bit and just drill through it. But yeah, I'll update you guys once we're done with that, so we'll be back. All right guys, so we managed to get the rotors bored out, and not at the parts shop like I had said. I actually ended up doing it myself, just with the step bit, a drill, a little die grinder I had, and it came out pretty good. I bored it out just a little bit over, so that way in case it needed to get, or in that case if it wasn't perfectly centered, you know, it could kind of make up for it. But as far as I can see, you know, everything centers perfectly, the equal amount of play all the way around. From a visual standpoint, obviously I'm not a machine or a machinist that has the precision tools for it, but I mean, we'll try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then we'll just send them up to the machine shop, get them bored out, and then we'll just use a hub center beam. But cross our fingers, it works. Seems like it's gonna work. Right now we're just gonna go grab some hardware for the calipers, just at a local auto parts store. We have the stock, what would you call this, bolt to have as a reference. Let's go to AutoZone and pick up some hardware. All right, so I took off the stock one. This is the one that we're gonna test right now. Just gonna brake clean it. As you guys can see, we have a lot of oil and residue from boring out the center, so let's mock up the whole system. Alright guys, so finally have it mounted. It did get a little bit dark here, but we're gonna try to finish this today. Everything bolted up directly. All you really need is just get this hardware. Let's see. There. M10 by 1.5, 40. And just washer space it out. Should bolt right up. And it does spin freely. Just right now the other side is choked up, so, or chalked up, I don't know what the proper term is. So practically done installing the whole caliper setup, but we're having an issue. We're thinking that the system might have gotten error, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just call it quits for the day and come back tomorrow and bleed out the whole system. Hopefully that solves our issue, because while it's up in the air, you guys can see we have it up in the air, and while it's spinning and we hit the brake, it doesn't come to a complete stop. So I'm gonna just bleed out the whole system. Probably that's the issue, and cross our fingers that's it. But everything else seems to be working fine, so we're just gonna put it down and call it a day. Alright, so as I was going in to bleed the last caliper of the car, we had a little mishap. The good thing is that we managed to get a replacement. So here's what happened. The bleeder screw completely snapped off. I have no idea how it snapped off. So the good thing is that my buddy Carlos is down the street and he has some replacement ones, so he's gonna bring me one right now. I'm gonna get the extractor and just strip that one off. And luckily I thought quick and I knew that he had one, so that was just literally the last thing that we needed to be able to bleed the system. So yeah, I'm gonna just get to pulling that off. I'm not even gonna film that because it's probably gonna take a minute, so I'll just update you guys once I manage to pull that out. Alright, day 3. I want to give a big shout out to my dad for, you know, helping me out. He's gonna pass right here. There he is. Big shout out to him. While I was at work, he, you know, fixed the whole issue with the bleeder screw, so I owe him a big thanks for that. So now the brakes, I don't know, testing them out right here, it feels solid. So now I'm gonna just start up the car, just give them a quick test, and then I also need to readjust the handbrake because I don't know if you guys can see this. Wait, actually, it actually feels like it's engaging, but I'm not sure. I'll have to double check right now. But if I need to adjust this, make sure I'm gonna adjust it right now. And then I need to prep it because tomorrow is Supra's tomorrow's ToyotaFest. So there's a lot of work I need to get done. So I'm gonna get straight to it. And yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so with all Toyota prep, I'm just waiting for my dad to help me out. Bleeding the brakes. I have a hatch visor I've been holding for a while. Finally installed it. I've been having this part just sitting for a whole minute. Just made a video on this install, so the video will be coming out very soon for the install on this part if you guys want to check it out. It was provided by Aero Performance, but I don't want to say too much. You guys could go check out that video coming out very soon. So stay tuned for that install video. So now the only thing we really need to do is bleed out the brakes and cross our fingers everything goes good. And we have brakes, unlike the last 2 days that we've been working on it, where the brakes just go completely squishy. So let's just hope it's just air in the system and not anything that could cause an issue and prevent me from going to ToyotaFest. So let's get back to working on this piece of shit. Alright, so finally we got the brakes working. Now I just need to finish putting everything together and wash the car. Alright guys, we have the Supra outside now. We're gonna get ready to start washing it. The only bad thing that actually happened right now was that My dad left home and he took my car, the Lexus, and I have all the washing and detailing products I need in order to wash this right now. Luckily, I don't live that far, so he's gonna be coming down right now and bringing that car, so that way I could just wash this car and do a clay bar. I did want to do like at least somewhat of a like paint correction, just so I could get as much of the contaminants on and let the paint actually shine. Sadly, I wasn't able to get a full paint correction for the event, but you know, it's fine. We're not gonna be all depressed about that. So right now I'm gonna just start rinsing and well, foaming it, I guess, or putting soap on it until my dad gets here. I already cleaned the interior. Everything's buttoned up so far. I adjusted the handbrake because I did have an issue with the handbrake where it wasn't engaging soon enough. It was engaging all the way at max, like yeet, I guess you could say. But yeah, so I went in, very simple. So in case you guys are interested in wanting to know how to adjust the cable, it's actually really simple on these cars. So first off, obviously you always want to just make sure that the drum pads or shoes, whatever you want to call them, are well good. And then if you come in here, right in here is your handbrake. So you have this leather boot, just slide this off, and right in here, as you guys can see, you have two nuts, locking nut and then the adjustment nut. What I did, I took the 10 mil, completely pulled this off, and then just kept tightening this until I got it to where I wanted. Typically you want it between 5 to 8 clicks. At least that's what the handbook asks for. But I don't want to over tighten the thing and cause it to engage without even having the handbrake up. But luckily, check it out, my dad's already here. So just in time for me to wash the car. He's probably gonna swap out cars and take one of his own cars, and we're just gonna keep on working on this one. So let's tackle the car wash. Alright guys, so I had to switch to my phone because my camera just completely died. I overestimated myself and I thought I was going to have this video out by today, which is the day before ToyotaFest. But honestly, it's starting to get late. It's somewhere like almost like 11. And I'm still nowhere near done with the car. I just finished clay barring the car actually. So as you can see, I have the car outside. I just finished claying it using the Grill's synthetic clay. The only thing now left to do is dry it off. I hit it with some ceramic coating, as you guys can see. It lost a little bit of its hydrophobicity properties. It's still, you know, somewhat hydrophobic, but not as much as it should be. So I'm gonna just be hitting it with a hybrid ceramic wax by McGuire just to get it coated. So yeah, let me get started with that and try to finish this, knock this out, because I'm pretty tired and I have to get up early to get ready, and I still got a lot to do right here, so I'll keep you guys updated. All right guys, it is currently 11:15. I had a DoorDash some Jack in the Box. As you guys can see, I don't know how well you guys can see, because you're right there in the glass. Just finished applying the hybrid ceramic wax by McGuire's, which is this one right here. So while I wait for it to cure and you know, be ready to buff off, just gonna have my tacos. Then I'm gonna go at it, buff it down, and off home we go, because it's been a long day. I still gotta get home and I gotta shower. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Not really one topic video. There was a lot of things, multiple days. So that's fine. It doesn't matter. I want you guys to see what I'm doing with the cars. So I try to show you guys as much and as real of content as I can. Tomorrow's gonna be ToyotaFest. That's gonna be a whole video of its own. So stay tuned for that video as well. That one should be good. There's a lot of content I can film. And yeah, stay safe, guys. All right, guys, and there's the final product. Man, hella hype. Came out so good. Extremely glossy. It's a little dark, so I don't know if there's streaks, but the good thing is that we have a quick detail. We'll hit the quick detail in the morning. But as of right now, in this lighting, everything looks good. We come out to the back. Hatch visor was installed. Everything looks good. Just look at that, man. Sheesh. All right.